My name is Gianca Reed, but I go by Jia. My hometown is Tampa, Florida. My site was Chayapum in the Great Eson. My group number was the illustrious 127. My program was Yendi with the Great Kunkupipi.
Identify however you choose to define yourself.
I identify as African American.
In a couple of sentences, what brought you to the Peace Corps?
What really brought me to the Peace Corps was my dad. When I was younger, me and my dad had talked about how he had gotten into the Peace Corps, but my grandma threw away the paperwork because she didn't want him to go. And so, since we had been talking about it, it was just something I always I aspired to obtain.
Describe one highlight of your service so far.
One of the highlights of my service, because I am an RPCV, was that I did 2 murals in the tail end of my service. I did one of the world and one of Thailand. And I also did Zumba classes, and I also got to see the growth that we talk about, how you might not be able to see your progress within those 2 years. I actually got to go back to a campsite and visit some of the students I had done a camp with before, and we had a great time seeing each other, and we also still communicate on Facebook today.
Has your identity impacted your service in any way?
My identity definitely had impact in my service. I think Thai people were not only scared to communicate with me because I could speak Thai proficiently, they were also scared to speak to me because I was African American and speaking Thai. But once we got over that small hump, the conversation never stopped flowing, and it helped me build my relationships within my community and outside of my community.
Has your service impacted how you view and identify yourself?
I definitely think that my confidence has grown much more than it had ever been. And it was a good thing for me to go off on my own and go on this journey. And I'm proud to say that I celebrated 2 birthdays there, so I feel like it definitely shows.
How do you approach challenges at your site?
Some of the ways that I approach challenges was I would try to work on my language. Definitely communicating with my coworkers at the Abathal helped me with my projects. And I also am a journaler. Like, I journal like crazy, and I'm pretty sure one day I plan on writing a book off of the things I've written within my journals.
What is your main coping strategy at site?
My coping strategies would to be either to read or binge watch Netflix, or of course talk to my PCV family. I mean, that's what we're there for. We all communicate with each other. We're all going through the same things. So who knows us better than each other?
What advice can you offer to future and fellow volunteers?
Some advice that I would definitely give is to never say no to new opportunities. Every day, while you're at site, while you're out of site, while you're at a conference, while you're at a camp, there's going to be something new waiting for you. So every day is the restart button for sure, like while you're a PCB.
If you could go back to the beginning of your service and give yourself some solid advice, what would it be?
My advice to myself would to not try to have both my feet in both worlds, aka America and Thailand. Try to plant both feet in Thailand. It's going to take some time, most definitely, to get acclimated to everything that's coming your way, but it is a beautiful experience once you just are present and fully putting in 100% in Thailand.
What books are you reading?
Currently, I'm reading A Long Way Home, which is based off of the movie Lion. And I also read a book by Ralph Smart. I can't recall the name, but he has a YouTube channel. You guys should definitely check him out.
What podcasts are you listening to?
I'm not really into podcasts. I have a classic iPod. I'm definitely way more into music, but I do watch TED Talks, and one of my favorite TED Talks is about Burning Man.
Have you eaten yet?